Oh. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Here's the monkey. I look like an ugly cretin right now. A little gremlin cretinous creature. There we go.
When his body comes back his face, and then his chin went across his whole face and he was down. Man, get him checked. I hope to God he's all right.
You know, Jamie's sort of been labeled now as the guy that a lot of people are trying to scratch their head as to why is he not in the UFC.
It's good. We just gotta hope he doesn't turn out weird. But I mean, if he hangs around his dad long enough, it's just gonna happen.
My name is Jamie Siraj. I fight out of Vancouver, British Columbia. I fight at the 145 division, and I'm the #1 featherweight in Canada.
He's literally just on the precipice of getting into the UFC. In the simple fact that you look at his age, you look at the damage he's taken in certain fights, we're getting closer and closer to that window closing of him going to the UFC here.
Fighting started for me when I was about 13 years old. You know, I really needed an outlet. There was just a lot of craziness going on in my life. Well, actually, my mom is what got me into fighting. I was like a really soft kid growing up. You know, I was like a mama's boy. I was attached to the hip with her. So my mom decided that I had to start doing martial arts in order to learn how to defend myself. I was the kid at school that it was easy to pick on, so she knew that I needed to be toughened up. So I joined a gym, Revolution Martial Arts. It was in Chilliwack where I was living at the time, and I met my first coach, Cajun Johnson.
The first time I met Jamie, I was training MMA, teaching MMA at this gym, Revolution Chilliwack, and he was about 14 years old. He came into the gym like big baggy pants, big black hoodie, like hood on, like hiding in it, and came into my MMA class and just went crazy on these bags. And he wasn't the most talented, most coordinated, but he was savage.
My first fight is where my nickname came from. I was 14 years old. I was fighting this 30-year-old in Prince George.
Bang, overhand right off the glove touch.
And I was brought out there to lose.
He goes and he obliterates this guy in 1 round.
I pinned the guy down and mount, and I just started making all these crazy noises at him.
Just absolutely wreaked havoc on this guy's head. And then after that fight, I'm like, bro, you're a gremlin.
And then I hated the nickname, but everyone kept calling me the Gremlin. I'm like, eventually it wore on me, and yeah, man, 16 years later, I'm still the Gremlin.
You are the Gremlin. Jamie the Gremlin Siraj was born.
I love it now. It suits me now. I didn't like it at first, but it suits me now. When I started turning pro, I really feel like I leaned on my coaches a lot.
I had moved to Montreal at this point to train at TriStar Gym. Now, Jamie's crazy ass followed me to TriStar Gym, and he's living in the dorms with me, and he's the youngest kid in the dorms. When
I went there on the first day to go train, that it was gonna lead me to this path, but once I was there, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
It was really difficult for him because the level was so high and he was getting whooped in the beginning.
Martial arts is a very humbling thing. You can think that you're some tough guy because you win some street fights, but once you step into an MMA gym with people that are skilled and that have been doing this for a long time, you learn really quickly you're not as tough as you think you are.
Over time, he's just so consistent that he would learn. And then it turned into not Jamie getting whooped, but Jamie just cleaning house in that gym.
You know, once I turned pro, I was just mindset on I need to get to the UFC and I'm gonna smash anyone who gets in my way. Back in 2019, going into 2020, I was supposed to be on the first season of Dana White's Contender Series.
When Jamie was at the best in his career, the self-belief was 100% that he was going to the UFC, not from him, just from himself, but I think from others. A lot of us felt back in 2019 that this was a slam dunk pick to get on Dana White's Contender Series, to win that contract, to go to the UFC.
And my call that I finally wanted had come, and I was ready. And then life kind of just brought me a new fight.
Jamie didn't know for a while what was going on. So he had a long time of going to the hospital, being inpatient, outpatient, getting super sick with different things happening that he never really understood, to the point of his body almost gave up on him and he almost passed at one point.
I ended up going on this huge health journey. I got deathly sick. I ended up having autoimmune disease that was causing inflammation in my brain, that was causing seizures, hallucinations. I ended up developing hyper IgE syndrome.
And then seeing him in this state, like we got through all of that craziness and he could die here like this?
I ended up in a coma, and I was like very much ready to just leave the world, you know. I got to the point where I had to say goodbye to family members and doctors telling my family that I wasn't gonna make it.
Honestly, it was hard for him to leave the house because people would make fun of him. They would think he's homeless or whatever it was.
It wasn't until he started getting these injections. He did a GoFundMe, or somebody put on a GoFundMe for him, yeah. And those injections, I don't know what the medication was, but those injections really affected him in a positive way. And seeing him be able to like come into the gym and just move around a little bit, just able to do some light stuff, made me like through the roof, man.
It was almost impossible to come back. So seeing him believe in himself all the way through, and you know, seeing him be able to fight again is the best comeback story there really is.
Because for a long time during that sickness, I thought that he would never fight again. Like I didn't want us to talk about fighting very much. And that's all he would think about was fighting. He was like, I'm gonna beat this thing and I'm gonna be the champion of the world, right? And I was like, let's just focus on beating this thing.
I don't think I'll ever get over seeing him get hit in the cage, and that part is really tough.
And earned himself what is a respectable career here. He's going to come in and try and continue.
He's like on a mission, right? He's not trying to take easy fights just to pamper his record, right? He's trying to fight the tough guys and take the fights that's going to get him to the UFC.
Jamie's experienced enough where if they throw a new opponent at him, it doesn't matter the weight class or the style of opponent or anything along those lines. He's battle tested. Jamie's fought some of the best talent in Canada. That's another thing that needs to get highlighted here, is that he has been through the ringer. He's not taking easy fights. He is fighting some of the best.
He used to fight from a place of anger, where now it's more, he understands his purpose more in this world with his son, and paving a path and showing him what it looks like to work hard, to follow your dreams, and to really embody those things for our son now. There's so much more meaning behind it now, as opposed to just an emotion coming up.
Got one kiss? Got a kiss? Big way in?
Yeah, we
Like that's the main reason why I do this now. You know what I mean? It's not for me anymore. It's for my wife Kaylee and for my little baby Grayson. You know, at the end of the day, like I don't care about anything now other than getting it done for them. You know, that's the most important thing to me.
Tell you about Grayson. Grayson is the happiest, sweetest, funniest little boy. He's always laughing, and He has this mischievous face that's the same as Jamie. He looks like he just always getting into trouble.
Yeah, my little boy is just, he's my entire world, you know. I love him so much, and I never knew I was capable of love at such a deep level until I met him that day, you know.
Jamie.
What's up, sis?
Hello.
What's going on?
Hi, baby.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty darn great. I got some cool news.
What?
I'm fighting in the UFC.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I got the call.
Wait, what?
I'm fighting in the UFC in 2 weeks.
Oh my god!
I know.
I could pick you up and spin you like a little princess right now.
I feel like a little princess right now, so that would be very appreciated.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. You made
Thanks,
it.
sis. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, love you.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Appreciate it, brother. Ah. Oh.
Oh my god. I'm so happy for you.
Oh.